My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. It is Saturday evening, April Fool's Day, and since this is the last video that I reacted to, Get Ready for Therapy with me, I had a few more things to say. Number one, based on the title Get Ready for Therapy with me, I actually thought that she was going to get ready for the therapy. I mean, in a mental way, in an emotional way. That's why I said in the reaction, I can help her with that. Like maybe, you know, taking notes, like what are the most important experiences I've had in my life, or what would I like to take away from this therapy, which is usually the questions that you're being asked when you start therapy in Germany. And so I figured that's what the video is about, even though I know that there are 10,000 or millions of Get Ready With Me videos on YouTube. So my bad. And that's why I was kind of bored with her just putting on makeup and not saying anything at all. You guys can probably remember that the eyebrows cracked me up. They were extremely thick this time, and I believe that she shouldn't be using eyebrow gel. She should trim them more. And the color is just too dark, but it has to be kind of dark since her hair is dark. But I couldn't stop laughing at what those eyebrows looked like, right? And so the comment that was posted under my reaction video was this. Amber looks like the big boy from the Mulan cartoon when they cross-dressed. Google it and tell me if I'm wrong. And I actually had to Google it because I couldn't remember. I remember Mulan, the movie, and I watched it with my daughter a lot, and we knew all the songs by heart, but I could not remember this. And so, yeah, I see the resemblance, right? But then I put the way she looked after putting on her eyebrows, you know. I put that next to this picture, and then I couldn't stop laughing. So, yeah, there's quite the resemblance. I mean, the body size and the shape of the face and the makeup. And the eyebrows, though, I like them better on Big Boy of Mulan. But anyway, I thought I'd share this with you because it really cracked me up. Alright, so in this video I'm going to react to both of her latest videos. The one that I skipped and of course the one she posted today. Let's go!
Let's talk about therapy.
So now it's black and white, so that's from the last video I reacted to, and she didn't really talk much about it. I mean, she was basically rambling about her makeup, and she said that she has her first therapy session, which was probably just you know, the first one where her data is being you know, recorded. And so yeah, that video I could have saved myself because there was nothing relevant said in that video.
So let's get into it. So today is actually my first therapy appointment out of 12. You know, as I get older and the more that I do therapy, the more that I realize that.
See, this is where I think she's making the mistake. I mean, not that I'm trying to teach her how to put on makeup. I don't need to work on my eyebrows the way that she does because they're just naturally shaped perfectly. And I don't mean to sound vain. That's just the way it is. But the way she brushes them upwards, I think she should brush them sideways. And gel is not a good call for her because she has very wild eyebrows. Maybe just, you know, just shape them a little more, you know, trim them a little more, and then use some kind of eyebrow color. But what she's doing is definitely not good for her. Also, I failed to mention in the last video that when she got ready for the appointment, which again, I thought she was going to get ready by taking notes, you know, writing down what she wanted to say or bring up or whatever, right? I failed to mention that her hair is also greasy, and she has been sleeping on that hair. You can easily tell, and that's how she gets into a Zoom meeting. That is pretty interesting.
That like I need to take more advantage of it, especially now because like I'm fighting for my life. I need to take my experience.
Yeah, again, she's not fighting for her life. She's still slowly killing herself by not doing anything to save her life.
It's more serious. I kind of want to like talk about my therapy as I go along, as I do these sessions, like maybe talk about like what I've learned. I could tell that I'm nervous based on like the way I can't keep a straight thought, and I could just tell because my stomach kind of like feels nervous. This therapy session and what I'm about to walk into just feels different for me.
We were all caught up before this black and white segment.
Say hello. Hello. Hello guys. So welcome to a new video.
Is she lying down? What is going on?
I just had my first appointment with I don't know if I should call him my therapist or my psychologist.
What difference does that make?
It is a guy, so that's new for me, but you know what? We're gonna embrace it. And so far, I like it. I did cry. I did good on my makeup though.
Nobody cares. You're always talking about the superficial stuff that nobody cares about.
Oh, like it's not too smeary. I love this mascara. It's so good. But I just wanted to like fresh out the appointment because it is through it's online obviously because telehealth ever since
Look how thin her braid is.
it's like COVID and all that. Like that's just like the main thing now that people
No, it's not actually. Most people have moved on from the COVID restrictions. And so people are going out there again and they're enjoying it. You know, moving, having eye-to-eye contact. Amber seems to be one of the people that is stuck in her house anyway. And so she tries to hide behind the COVID excuse and still does Zoom meetings. For people that cannot leave the house like her, of course, it's an advantage that you still get to have a therapy session, and so good for her. But she's making it sound like it's normal, and it's not. Because I see it. I live in a city here in Germany, and I hear, you know, from friends in different countries, and they're all confirming that life is slowly going back into a normal direction, not back to normal, because our old normal is gone. But, you know, people moving about and, you know, doing therapy sessions in person.
people do. So she's so needy through my whole therapy. She was crawling on me. She was a parrot. It was so cute. She knew mama needed her. Yeah, I was crying. We talked about a lot of serious topics already, and
See, being vague again, and she was crying because of what? What triggered her? What topic triggered her? Or what experience triggered her? She's being vague, and that makes her uninteresting.
he is planning on giving me some goals to do. Well, he did give me those goals, but we might talk more about what the goals are next appointment.
Again, vague. No interesting information. I don't know why she's sharing this.
But as of right now, read eat your tail. We want to regulate emotions, and it's because I noticed I am such an emotional person, like just
Has she not been on mood stabilizers, or was she lying, or did she forget to tell us that she's not taking them anymore? What?
constantly. My desk is up right now, so it's blocking like good lighting. So
And so why were you watching this then? Why didn't you fix it before you started recording this video?
We're sitting under my desk. Hello. Some other goals is processing trauma. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's usually what you do in therapy, right? I mean, not so much to regulate emotions. I've never had that be part of a therapy I went through. But she is extremely smug and arrogant and emotionally all over the place. And so she needs to really regulate her emotions.
Cried for that, for sure. Loving my body more, having a better relationship with my body and food.
Why? She already fixed all the bad connections with food. She said that a few videos ago. What happened to that?
Those are some other goals, as well as coping skills. And
why? Isn't that what she had the whole TED Talk about sitting with discomfort? Is that not what she was explaining, that she now sits with discomfort and works on things without having to stuff down her feelings? What happened to that? Was that all just lies? Well, this is just a rhetoric question. We all know the answer to that.
yeah, I can't remember the other ones off the top of my head, but that is my first update from session number 1 of 12.
What's the update on your hair besides the fact that it's not washed? Why is it falling out so badly? The braid is getting thinner and thinner.
After the 12, I might still want to keep seeing him, obviously.
She most likely doesn't mean the 12th of April, but the 12th session.
We'll see how that goes. I just know that for weight loss surgery, they just need me to see the therapist 12 times. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then they decide that you have no connection to your body or your soul or your mind whatsoever. And if they're worth a dime, they're not going to approve you.
First time is completed. Look at this baby. She's obsessed with me.
Look at this ankle, and then she wonders why people say things about her body.
What is the obsession? Huh?
So you can get your life partner, and we know it's a paid caretaker, to be seen in the videos with you. So now you gotta use your cat for that. Okay.
She knows when I'm like super emotional.
You don't come across as super emotional. You probably lied your ass off.
So that might be it. But yeah, I just want to document every session I have and how I feel afterwards. I feel good. It felt good to talk, to cry, to not be judged, to not feel any really like negative emotion. Like,
oh, that's going towards her audience. I don't care about that talk.
It just felt, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway.
See, because if you were being a bitch to your therapist, then he would most likely not treat you the same way he did today anyway.
Anyways, I'm gonna go eat something because I'm actually really hungry. I haven't ate today.
Eat, and you stupid cat hugger.
Rarity. She's obsessed with me.
And you are gaining weight. Look at your double chins. Wow.
Are you guys ever trying to make scrambled eggs and then you...
Okay, her and food, absolutely not happening on my channel. I'm cutting this bit out. Another styrofoam plate and the plastic fork, because Homegirl does not do the dishes. She just has a trash next to her. Can you imagine the stench in that apartment from her not taking care of her body, stuff growing in her skin folds, and her having trash sit next to her? Because if she needs a mini fridge for water, to be had in her bedroom, of course she has a trash can next to her. And so that stuff smells. That's disgusting. No, somebody in the comments said that neighbors have already complained about the stench coming from her place. That is the kind of stuff she could be talking about, and then saying, okay, so I'm taking this too hard. I do know that I smell, and that perfume, no matter how much it costs to purchase it, does not cover up the smell. And so I'm working on that, and I'm going to give you updates on that. That would be interesting because there would be progress and there would be improvement, unlike what she's been showing on her channel for years now.
Literally just 2 eggs, some cut up jalapeno, some pepper jack cheese, and a little bit of chicken.
Yeah, it's almost like she's not on a diet looking at that meal. But keep going. Still not taking small bites, still not chewing enough, but it's okay.
Good. Also put some hot sauce on top. Jalapeno.
See, just scarfing it down and speaking, not appreciating the food. She's gonna have to change a lot if she thinks weight loss surgery is on the horizon.
And pepper jack cheese in eggs. It's so good. All right,
Chews it like chewing gum.
guys, it is time to do some cleaning. I'm starting off with the dishes. We do have a dishwasher, but I prefer hand clean dishes.
No, you do not. You're just doing this for the views. That's why we see you standing there. Wow, her upper arms. I don't remember them being that big, but then again, her sleeves are extremely short. So yeah, I'm cutting that part out. You can tell she's not used to doing the dishes by the way she handles things. It's not, there's no routine. It's her having to struggle with every move. That does not look like an experienced, whatever, housewife, like somebody that does it a lot. Okay, now she pretends to be cleaning the bathroom, which would not be necessary if you put the items away after using them. So I don't know why this is necessary. I'm gonna cut it out. That smug tone in her voice is so getting on my nerve. I work with so many people, guys. I'm a receptionist at a large company, and I don't have anybody that I work with or that I just briefly exchange words with that has such a smug tone in their voice. Not a single person.
Now I'm just gonna spray. It's just with some Method. Method is my favorite cleaner.
Yeah, this is
Paper
why I showed
towels.
that she's using paper towels. She does not care about this planet at all.
Scrub a
Most likely because she's not going to be around for that much longer.
dub in the tub.
So she, in her delusion probably thinks that when she shows us doing this, we're automatically going to register as she always does it, which we all know she doesn't. She just does it for the camera, and then she doesn't do it for, what, years?
Okay, so to finish up my sink,
Yeah, that is definitely 2019 level. Most definitely.
I am choosing another hand soap. You guys, I have hand soaps for the winter.
Are you guys realizing how often she just holds products into the camera because she has nothing relevant to talk about? And I've been saying this for like 4 years now. When it comes to relevant things like, guys, when the therapy said this, I kind of realized that about myself today. She never says anything relevant when she could, but then she thinks it's interesting to hold hand soaps into the camera. Not sure why that is. I cannot relate.
For autumn, we're in spring. You're the
And I'm cutting it off because it's just a waste of time. So she's just proven again and again that she is still a hoarder and she has a shopping addiction on top of her food addiction. This is the next segment.
So, what's a vlog without a little P.O. Box time?
Nope. So apparently somebody sent her a dildo and she has to be juvenile about it and laugh the entire time. Nice angle. Let's see what happens after this.
Okay, you guys, so it is time to do some voice memos because
That you edit before you play them and then you try to look surprised and you never are.
I thoroughly enjoyed it the last time we did it, and I think that you guys actually liked it. It's a step up from typical comment of the day, question of the day, Q&A. I truly feel like I am being interviewed by you.
You do not even post any kind of questions that are relevant. You know, that any normal thinking person would want to know from you.
So, yes, I actually do not listen to these until I'm filming
Of course you do. Do you think we're stupid?
because I want it to be as authentic as possible.
But you never are, and your reactions are always so fake.
And I want you guys to see my reaction.
Yeah, then why do you listen to them prior to recording the video? Maybe if you didn't do that, then you would actually look surprised.
I post on Instagram on Hi, I'm Bambi, where you can send me a voice memo.
Not gonna happen. These are my voice memos. Listen to them here.
It has to be less than 30 seconds. You guys can find my other social media.
What, you still don't have enough? You still have to ask people to send them in to you? You'd think by now she'd have hundreds of them by the way she feels she's popular on this platform, but she keeps asking for more voice memos.
Down in the description box below. I'm also back on Cameo, so if you
I do not care.
want a personalized voice message
Nope, I'm good.
video situation, that's where you can find me. All right.
Homegirl needs the money, huh? It's getting so desperate.
Okay, so let's do this.
I just wanted to say that I love you. You're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. And just thank you for being who you are and being around for so long. And I can't wait to see the next chapter in your life. Maybe a marriage or something. Who knows? Okay, I love you. Bye.
Oh,
Wow. Can you guys try to imagine what kind of personality it takes or what kind of IQ it takes to actually believe that this is fun watching and that the next step could possibly be getting married to a polyamorous person? Dude. Whatever. I don't want to spoil the fun for anybody. You know, if they enjoy this kind of stuff, then more power to them.
see, that was so freaking sweet. Thank you so much. You know exactly who you are. I'm not going to give like usernames or anything like that, but I love you too.
And you cannot even look at the camera because you pre-listened to them. That's also why you were smiling the whole time. You're not even nervous about getting a nasty message, and that gives it away.
So I know we've talked in the past. And yeah, you've always been such a sweetheart. So thank you. Alrighty, here's another.
Hello. I wanted to know what you think about your new French support. And have you seen the video of Aline Dessine?
See, you can basically see already that she is trying to remember what she was gonna respond to that.
First of all, love your accent. And yes, I have watched the videos. The support that I've been getting from the French has honestly...
It's not the French, it's the French-speaking community from Belgium and France and other French-speaking, or other people from, other French-speaking people from other countries.
meant so much to me. And I appreciate the YouTuber who decided to not be part of a hate mob and to think for herself.
This is not a hate mob, girl. This is a direct reaction to what you've been doing on your channel and the kind of persona that you've been portraying. You are lucky that the French-speaking community sent over here from the Belgian butt lady did not understand English for the most part. Some of them did, most of them didn't. And so, yeah, you're lucky they didn't. That's why they supported you.
I appreciate her. I've talked to her actually in private.
Yeah, her and Amber are a little bit alike, you can tell. They're all about the views. They would do anything for views, even show their ass, you know, in tight little pants and stuff like that. And do a 2-part documentary on somebody that is this disgusting a person on the internet and portray them as a victim. That is exactly Amber's style. I can totally relate. Even though I gotta say I'm not buying it that she actually watched the videos, because I consider myself a pretty, you know, intelligence-wise decent person, but I didn't have the patience to read the subtitles, you know, on the Belgian butt ladies videos. And so I just, when I figured out that she's just portraying Amber as a victim and portraying people like Zachary Michael as the villain, I clicked out because that's just bullshit. And you could tell that the French-speaking community, the hate commenters that flooded over the reaction channels, Amber's reaction channels, that they had no idea who Amber is.
After I saw the videos, I appreciate all my supporters.
Hi.
Yeah, you do, and yet you keep addressing your haters. That's gotta be really entertaining for your supporters. Uh-huh.
Amberlyn, I was just wondering if you could tell us what your favorite...
Time out. Low-key sounds like you're on a treadmill right now, so I'm going to take a guess and say that you are.
How would you know what a treadmill sounds like? You haven't stepped on one in what, 8 years?
breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack are right now, and how it compares to maybe your favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack of, let's say, like a year ago. Love your videos. Bye.
Aw, that was actually such a good question. So I
What? Because you get to lie again?
think what you're trying to ask, from what I understand, is like, because I am a little bit healthier now compared to like...
No, you are not. Jesus Christ. Is the weight loss surgery clinic staff watching this bullshit? That girl is getting bigger and bigger, and she's completely delusional and detached from what she portrays on the internet. Phew.
Me at my worst. Like, what was my favorite meals?
Okay, you're not at your worst, but you're not much healthier than you were in 2019.
Then versus now. Breakfast then, and by then I'm gonna say back in 2019. I know you said a year ago, but a year ago I feel like I was kind of eating the same things to an extent. So I'm just gonna go based off like 2019. I didn't really have breakfast.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, but if I did, I loved me a good like McDonald's hash brown, so I would order like 3 of those and then like 3 of the breakfast burritos from there.
Huh? And that was in 2019, and this is 2023, and we have not heard of this. She kept trying to sell it. She's on track, she's watching what she's eating, or today wasn't a good day, or whatever, but she didn't tell us what she was eating. 3 breakfast sandwiches and 3 hash browns, holy smokes. No wonder, you know.
Now I literally, it's super simple. I like to just have some eggs, like kind of what I showed in this video. Eggs is so standard and so easy. I don't like thinking too hard about what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, you never do.
So as for lunch, 2019, a Chinese buffet. Like, I'd go there a lot. Now,
No, in 2019 you did not go out to buffets anymore. That is when you were sitting on Pillow Mountain and had stuff delivered by Becky that you're now dragging through the mud at every chance you get.
now my lunches are very similar to like my dinners. I like brown rice, quinoa, broccoli, which I try to do like Chinese style by adding some like soy sauce, sesame seeds, sriracha,
It does not make it Chinese. You are so delusional.
scallions with
No, uneducated is the word I wanted to use.
protein, chicken sausage, ground turkey.
Yeah, you need a lot of protein with the way you're not moving at all.
As for dinners in 2019, very the same, like Chinese buffet or like going out for like Mexican food.
You barely went out anymore.
I didn't
And in another video, you admitted to being bedbound.
really cook at home. Now I do. And my answer is the same. I really like making bowls where obviously the bottom base is a healthier carb. Brown rice is a good one. And then with meat, sometimes I'll do like taco bowls, an Indian bowl that I actually recently did. And for my base, I used chickpeas instead of like a brown rice.
With the basmati rice. I remember that one. It was a mukbang, and her hair was just totally gone, and she was shoveling the food in out of 2 bowls in front of her. Might as well have been a trough.
2019 favorite snacks: hot Cheetos, Pringles, chocolate, candy bars, things like that. And now
The short answer would have been anything unhealthy.
I'm trying my hardest not to snack, but like when I do,
You still are, because we can see you right now talking to us. You are in front of the camera, and what your camera does is record what you're saying and then show it to us after you've uploaded it.
it's more so like a protein bar, protein shake. So yeah, that is my
So yeah, I wonder if the therapist brought up body dysmorphia, or if he's gonna catch on that that's what a large part of her problem is.
answer. I'm gonna do one more.
And she's already smiling because she knows what that person is gonna say. She's not nervous at all. And with what's going on in her comment section, according to what other people tell me, because I do not click on her videos, she should be nervous. And she's not, because she knows, because she pre-screened the whole thing.
Hey Amber, shout out from a fellow Lexingtonian here. I was just wondering, what is your girlfriend's favorite thing that you make for her? I know my boyfriend really enjoys when I make this chicken lasagna, so I was just curious.
Ooh.
Hope you're doing well.
Okay, so I know it doesn't do anything for her, and it shouldn't do anything for me, since he has a man as a spouse, but nice voice, right?
I would be doing well as well. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna say chili.
Yeah, jump cut.
And that is
And another jump cut.
like my most desired meal. Like whenever someone wants me to cook for them, they usually say, make your chili.
Huh? When somebody, what? He was talking about your girlfriend, but we all know you don't have one. You just got the caretaker, chauffeur, and dog walker.
So I'm gonna go with that. So I'm
Not even chauffeur anymore, as she doesn't leave the house.
actually going to end this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you next.
No, thank God. Okay, so on to the next one. Okay, so the video she posted today, April 1st, which is April Fool's Day, is titled Weight Loss Surgery in Mexico, New 6X Maxi Dresses, and Trigger Warning Panic Attack. Vlog. Round about 15 minutes long. So let's hear what she has to say.
Hello. So I was
Hello.
really gonna vlog today, but I do have something like on my mind that I kind of just wanted to answer, because I have had some people ask me, why don't I go to like Mexico to get
Mexico to get surgery, barely any requirements, no therapy, nothing. I just want money, might change your lives.
weight loss surgery. It's drastically cheaper. You know, you don't have to go through all these requirements, etc., etc. And the answer is pretty easy, especially now. I am following someone's journey on here on YouTube who went to Mexico to get their surgery done, and there was like not many requirements. Like no therapy, nothing, and now they're struggling with.
Okay, she just rambles on, and I feel myself not listening to her at all because it's, Uh, here's the number one reason, and probably the only reason why she doesn't do it, is because she can't travel down there. She would probably get blood clots, and whenever she doesn't have her legs elevated, then they get really large. And so, yeah, she would be, that would be a gigantic health risk to her to travel, even down to Florida or whatever, because at that size, with the problems she already has with the high blood pressure and everything else, totally aside from, the hygienic problems and her body odor, there don't really have to be any other reasons than that, because that's keeping her from traveling.
Like being afraid of food because they didn't have like the requirements of therapy beforehand, which now that I've started therapy and I've talked more to my psychologist, like the one who recommended therapy that I do it, now that I understand more of the reasoning behind it, it makes sense because I don't want to get my surgery and be afraid of food. And it just seems so unhealthy to me when getting weight loss surgery is supposed to be like a pivotal moment in your life that is healthy and good things will be coming from that. You literally just go to Mexico, and I know you do like a little bit of lab work and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Like, therapy isn't required. To work on your past trauma isn't required. To work on your food issues isn't required. And I just find that to be strange. And I don't exactly agree with that because, the reason why we need weight loss surgery to begin with is because we have problems with food. And I don't want to go into surgery or get out of surgery and be afraid of food. That sounds scary to me. It sounds like setting yourself up for failure type style. And I definitely don't want to put myself in that position.
I cannot follow any of the thoughts she is uttering right now. It makes no sense to me. When you're scared of food, then you automatically eat less, right? Maybe I don't have to understand everything she's saying,
feel like getting it here in the USA, unfortunately, the process is longer. It is more expensive, but that process is going to make you be successful. And I don't know, I've just gotten so many questions of people asking about that, and I could talk a lot more about this. I could be very long-winded in this subject.
Yeah, and none of what you can possibly say in your videos is gonna change the fact that you're going to have to eat less. You have to stop gaining weight in order to have any kind of a shot at weight loss surgery. That's the point you keep ignoring.
Because I feel like going to Mexico for someone who is like a food addict is probably a bad idea because of the lack of requirements and help that you need to put into yourself before you get the surgery. Like, I understand that sometimes, you have to do what works best for you. And since it is cheaper in Mexico, I understand why people choose that. But I just don't think that it's good because the more I learn about weight loss surgery and the things required to get it here in the USA, like, it makes sense. It adds up. I truly feel like after weight loss surgery, if you're afraid of food, if you're opening a snack cabinet and you're feeling fearful that you're going to eat that food, or you're afraid for when you're allowed to have that food, then you didn't put enough work in yourself before surgery.
That TED Talk, and she hasn't done anything to prove that she's ready for weight loss surgery. Wow.
And that is why I'm going to therapy now. And that is why I'm getting this shit figured out now, because I don't want to be put in that position. I know after surgery, it's going to be really hard. Therapy is still going to be needed. That is so freaking important. It's not even funny. I don't know.
She has no humility, no modesty The smugness is just never ending, and she hasn't accomplished anything when it comes to healing her relationship with food. It is beyond belief for how long she's been this delusional.
Like, for me and how I feel, getting weight loss surgery in Mexico is like throwing someone who's never been around lions and tigers into a cage with them.
Or you could just admit that you cannot even travel.
But then doing it with the requirements, the therapy beforehand, is like you actually become a trainer for those tigers and those lions. So, I don't know. That's the best way to describe it. And
Yeah, makes no sense to me, girl.
the reason why I would not get weight loss surgery in Mexico. But I'm not like knocking anyone who has done it, because obviously there's successful stories. But I just know that this feels more safe and more healthy, and the right way for me to do it is to do it here in the USA with
Yeah, but weight loss has got to be a factor, girl.
all set requirements done. Okay, guys, so
Yeah, so we went 4.5 minutes about this BS. Wow.
I'm gonna take those out because they just died. The little sound. So I need to charge them. I have a little bit of a Amazon haul.
No. But let's just take the time to look at her face continuously getting bigger. Unbelievable. Whatever, Amber, it's your life. What can we say? So the following segment was another haul, and I'm not interested in that. And then she showed herself coloring, which is another sedentary activity that she does not need to be doing. And so let's see what she talks about now.
The color of the cap. So I don't want to get confused when I'm coloring and think that I'm
You get confused when you're coloring? Holy smokes.
picking up a yellow, but it's actually like pink. So I'm just getting ready for bed. I wanted to vlog more tonight, but I didn't.
Because you overate?
I suffer with pretty bad panic attacks.
She's now at 215,000 subscribers, even though she can't pull in any more views than 60,000 for the entirety of her videos. That is hilarious. Because there's gotta be a relation between how many subscribers you have and how many views you get, you know. But yeah, whatever.
Tonight I had one. As you can tell, my eyes are swollen. I'm like super red.
Okay, who cares? So why the panic attack this time?
So, yeah, that happened and it ruined my night, obviously.
What was the reason for it?
So, like, I was just gonna like end the video and be like, you know,
Oh, just mention you had a panic attack, but not mention why you had it. Then why mention it at all? Why?
something happened, so blah blah blah. But my goal is to be more transparent and vulnerable.
She keeps saying that, and yet she's being vague with everything. Maybe she doesn't have enough money anymore to pay for the caretaker.
And I had a panic attack. Nothing caused it. It literally just like came out of nowhere.
Oh, your views dropping, or the fact that you have to pay therapy out of pocket, and your caretaker wanting to be paid too, that does not cause you any kind of anxiety? Okay. So you just get them without a reason?
Yeah, I think that's the worst one I've had in a very long time. So just to open up a little bit more, trigger warning, panic attack symptoms. Mine usually consist of massive hyperventilating. That is like the main
Massive hyperventilating. Wow, she is so dramatic.
big one for me. But this one, which, you know, this used to happen back when I was like 18, 19, when my panic attacks first started. Like, my body does not know how to react, and my jaw, like, it doesn't lock up, but it clenches so bad that I just can't even move my mouth, and I'm like hyperventilating and drooling.
Drooling?
This is really hard for me to talk about, to be honest, especially because I just feel so worn down by it. But I feel like more awareness needs to happen when it comes to like panic attacks and anxiety and stuff. I've tried to open up about it in the past, and I still remember a quotable moment that people still quote me by. Like, not being able to control, like, depression. It's like all those things, like not being able to control your mind sometimes, or your emotions or anything. It's one of the most scariest things in the world. I feel like I need to actually share this because I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Even though a quote came
Yeah, that was one of the most surreal clips I had ever seen of her.
out of that, my anxiety is very real, and my anxiety / panic attacks are very real and scary.
Okay, I get that, and I don't want to make light of panic attacks or anxiety attacks, but when you give your body and soul so many reasons to rebel against what you are doing, because our bodies and souls and minds do not want for us to lie, cheat, troll or whatever, harm others, and you are constantly doing that, and so you are giving your body, soul and mind a reason to give you warnings, to say, hey, something is going wrong, look at what you're doing with your life, and maybe you can pinpoint why we're doing this to wake you up. And so she is doing all these things, she's still not aware of them, and now she's leaning over her bathroom counter and holding TED Talks about anxiety attacks and panic attacks. That's rich.
And I think what is the craziest is like everything could be going right, and anxiety just decides to mess that up.
That is correct, but in her case, again, she is doing so many things with her life that her body, mind and soul want to wake her up from, and saying, look at what you're doing, and she doesn't get it. And so she thinks they just, come when they want.
So yeah, there's no comment of the day, there's no being interviewed by you.
I appreciate that.
There's no P.O. box. There's none of that.
I thought that's what I skipped over. Or was that a Toritol? Right. The maxi dresses. More maxi dresses. Okay.
And this one. I know I'll wake up and I'll feel better. I mean, now that the attack is gone, I already feel better, obviously, but...
So you're not gonna look for the reason, you're just gonna hope that the next one is not gonna come anytime soon? Damn. I wonder if the therapist is watching.
It's like that what's the word? Residual aftermath effects. So, yeah. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are doing okay. If you feel your mental health getting a little... see somebody, please talk to somebody.
Oh, like you do?
I don't know if this might be triggered by my first therapy appointment. I don't know, because I did already talk about some hard-hitting stuff. So
that you didn't mention, so I don't want to hear about it again. You hinting at stuff is useless.
Maybe, I don't know. But regardless, I'll be okay. My head just really hurts. I need to drink some water. I feel a little dehydrated.
It's probably all the salt-laden foods that you overate on today.
But I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys enjoyed what this video is worth, I guess. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye-bye. Since after the slip I'm feeling a lot better. Oh, we're so happy for you. If you're suffering and need help, there's always help. National Helpline. Okay, nice. And if you can help it, do not emulate anything that Amber is doing in her videos or in her real life, because that is just surreal, and it's a guarantee for mental disorders, for any kind of panic attacks, anxiety attacks, sleepless nights, insomnia, due to your conscience telling you stop with what you're doing, but she doesn't get the picture. All she does is continue to overeat, troll, clickbait, manipulate, lie, and try to portray a life that she is not living, name dropping, and trying to make people feel bad about not having as much money as she has, even though she only makes money based on lying, trolling, having that kind of physical size, that she is basically apartment bound, housebound. All right, this is all I got for today, because this is really, how can I put this? This is really superficial when I spend 5 days a week at an office where I hear about real stories that happen to people. Not made up shit that makes you look like a victim, but stuff that actually happens to people in real life. And then, I see comments here and there, or another reaction channel posted about Amber, and I'm thinking that girl is still sitting on her shelf ass, not having any kind of idea what the real world is like. And she's trying to hold TED Talks for those of us out here that want to hear her wisdom, and that is just sickening. And so, I don't have much to say. Just keep going, girl. Keep eating yourself, to an even higher weight. And do you, boo-boo. This is all I got for today. Thank you for watching this, guys. Let me know what you think. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.